the team that, it's a copycat league, and everybody sees a blueprint. Certainly, if the blueprint is successful against a franchise like Mahomes and the Chiefs, which team do you think is closest right now to being able to blueprint it up like the Eagles and take care of business in the AFC against the Chiefs, Jason?
And I mean, in the AFC, you're looking at obviously the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills, but then I think the team that we see is the Cincinnati Bengals. We've watched Joe Burrow make his ploy to management of saying, hey, we watched the Eagles build a team. We watched contracts being restructured. He gave them the whole blueprint on how to do it. And then it comes at a point where T. Higgins is a free agent. Jamar Chase is going to be up in another year. And he's trying to employ them to say, you know what, go ahead and sign all of these guys, keep our offense together, and we have a chance to do exactly what the Eagles have done. The flip side of that, the other part is that you got to hit in the draft. And that's what Howie Roseman has done such a great job. They are paying their offensive line, 2 wide receivers, a running back, their quarterback. They're paying everybody over there. But you look at defensively, when you drafted Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and Nolan Smith, 2 cornerbacks that played the entire game in the Super Bowl, that gives you a chance to still be good. So for the Bengals, you've missed on a lot of those defensive playmakers after you drafted Joe Burrow. Can they sign these guys on the offense and start to hit on the defense and maybe get some free agents, some veteran guys that want to maybe take a little bit less to get an opportunity to play with Joe Burrow?
And where do you stand on the Chiefs, Jason? So many in our business went from this could be the greatest dynasty ever to, man, do they need a lot of help? I mean, in 4 quarters, it went south that fast for a lot of people in terms of their analysis. Where do you stand on the Chiefs now?
I'm still high on the Chiefs, and I look at this team. This team wasn't supposed to be in the Super Bowl. When you look at how the roster was constructed, they had a left tackle issue the entire season. They threw Joe Thuney in there at that spot, but that weakened their interior offensive line. You also look at the fact that Rashee Rice was hurt and he didn't play the majority of the season. Hollywood Brown started out on the sideline, not playing majority of the season. Isaiah Pacheco, who had been an integral part of this offense in the Super Bowl runs that they've had, he was injured through a majority of the season. So for them to get back to the Super Bowl and have an opportunity of beat the Buffalo Bills and be able to get there, to me, was impressive. Now, when you lose a Super Bowl the way that they lost that Super Bowl, then you deserve to kind of kick them down and throw dirt and flip everything on them, because you expect to see more out of a team when we're talking about one of the greatest, or if not the greatest team. If you're going to put them in that sentence and in that category, then you don't expect it to be 34-0. You expect Mahomes to have an answer. You expect Kelsey to make a big play in this game to get them going. You expect Steve Spagnuolo to come up with a defense for an unblocked guy to force a fumble on Jalen Hurts, and they didn't do that. So I understand why everybody flipped on them so fast. But you'd be insane to think, with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes still there, that next year they're not able to retool. They're not able to possibly get a left tackle or Ronnie Stanley or somebody like that to be able to come in and help them. And there's going to be guys that want to still go play with Patrick Mahomes.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.